And we're back in this morning with Dabney. Good morning, Dabney. Haven't seen you for a little while.
I know. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
and
Merry
holidays
Christmas
are right
yeah.
here at us, isn't it? And got a lot to talk about this morning.
Yeah.
First off, those of us that have fresh trees, we want to try to keep that tree fresh during the holidays. So we always want to keep water in the tree stand.
Yeah.
And I like to mix a little formula with you can buy commercial products that will help retain moisture a little better, or you can make your own. I always recommend using 2 aspirin, cup of Caro syrup to a quart of lukewarm water. And of course, when you put your tree in your stand, make a fresh cut on the bottom, or just scratch the sides a little bit so of the trunk, so that this solution can be absorbed up into the tree. That works a little bit better than just straight water, and then it'll help hold the needles a little bit better.
Okay, really aspirin you put in the water.
Yep,
in the water
2 aspirin. And now I'll tell you the other thing, make sure you get the aspirin dissolved. I bought some aspirin, did it for my tree, and I had to crush it to get it, but get it dissolved so that it will take all this up. And just maintain that moisture, that solution in the tree stand, and as long as it'll soak it up, just keep putting more in there.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Then we get to our decorating indoors with our fresh greens, and I brought a lot of things along. If Russ will back off a little bit and get a nice picture of those.
Yeah, if we can get a shot of that, yeah.
Yeah, we've got boxwood, holly, just things in the yard you can use. And again, with that, to maintain the moisture, we use an anti-transparent solution that I brought along. That, I've heard you can actually take vegetable oil like canola or vegetable oil, mix maybe 2 tablespoons in a pint of water and spray your greens, and that'll help to keep them fresh. But I've never tried that. I've always brought the product to do this. But with whether you're using fresh greens, trees, whatever the case, always remember safety.
Okay.
Keep it away from direct heat, away from fireplace, because as these things are indoors, they're going to dry out. And the key for the happy holidays is always to be safe and not keep
small
fire.
things to think about too, because you know you pick them and they look great for a little while, but they do dry out.
And lastly, if you have young children, you see the berries, keep them up high so the children can't get hold of the berries.
Yeah, because the berries are not snacks.
Right,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
You remind everyone. For this morning, we also are taking your calls. We have a caller in this morning. Good morning. What's your question for Dabney?
Hi, Dabney.
Good morning.
Good morning. I have a Christmas cactus that I've had it for about 2 years or better, and it has not bloomed actually in 2 years. It bloomed maybe a couple of years before now, but it has not bloomed since. And I want to know what I'm doing wrong.
Sure. What you need to do to get Christmas cactus to bloom is wherever you have them sitting, you want to move them into a cooler temperature. What I do around the second, I don't know, I guess it might have been 2nd or 4th week October, I actually move mine outdoors in the shade behind some shrubs to protect from cold and everything, but cold enough to get the temperatures a little cooler, and left them out there for about 3 or 4 weeks and then brought them in, and they're actually blooming right now. So, and even now you can do it. Of course, they will not be blooming for Christmas, but you'll have them blooming maybe right around Valentine's by doing it at this time. But just make the temperature a little bit cooler for about 4 weeks and be fine. Maybe put it in the garage or in a room you don't keep heated.
Okay, good tips. You almost have to kind of stress the plant a little bit by cooling it off.
Right.
That's what you're doing, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we have a question here on our Facebook page too. Donna Pear asks, going back to rose bushes, when do you plant those? When's the best time to plant those bushes?
Well, anytime now through March, but you're not going to find them available until February and March. If you do mail order, they'll ship them to you at that time. If you buy them out of the garden centers locally, which that's the way I prefer doing it, you're going to find them available March and April.
Okay, well, good tips to have there. And so one thing that you also did for our website too, Dabney, is maybe some of you don't know, is that if you go to our website, wavy.com, I have it here on this tablet right here. Basically what we're looking at is he has all of his tips that you posted for the holiday season. And
we do those seasonally, maybe every 4 or 6 weeks, depending on the season. But right now we're talking about the favorite holiday plants, blooming holiday plants, and the care for those, and we do a little bit about talking about the fresh greens and everything.
Okay, and I also know Art Khan had a little question and surprise for you,
Dabney.
Dabney.
Come in here. I have a question for you too. We also have something for you here, but you don't get this till you answer my question.
What's your question?
You touched on it a little bit already. You know, I have a live Christmas tree, and this thing drinks water like a German Shepherd, Dabney, which is good. It means it's alive. But if I put some of that preservative mixture in there, like you were talking about, would that slow that down, or would it still drink just as much?
It would drink just as much, but you'll find that the needles will hold longer without dropping, and it'll have a fresher look to it.
All right, since your answer was so good, Merry
you go.
Christmas.
Oh, well.
Jeff Edmondson is the one who told me I should deliver this to you.
Well, that's very fine. Well,
All right, great.
Jeff, well, I certainly hope everybody has a happy holiday
Me too.
and a safe holiday.
Yeah, and we got some good tips. We'll have some more news, another check of weather coming up after this break in a minute.